As of last week, you were dealing with your captain being petrified and the fact that you owe a
undisclosed job to the church.
you owe a job to be picked up the next morning from the church, as well as trying to find other work. You did manage to procure 2 new hires in the last couple of days, because the last thing your captain did was hire 2 random people without telling anyone. And yeah, so you paid for the depetrification, which went slightly awry because no one told the priest about the petrified chicken, which is a valid target for greater restoration. And on the bad roll, he did get the chicken depetrified, and said chicken is now running around in circles, barking after interacting with Pete's book, and has a weird glint in its eye. And most of you were going to bed. Because Mikey's character also did like a good 8 to 10 hours of hard labor working on ships.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 7 gold.
To be fair, that is a very good wage.
Oh, fuck yes. That's normally like the standard wage for a full work week.
It's almost the wage for a work week, yeah. I think for your like 8 wage and everything, you should be being paid like 10 a week or something, which is like comfy living.
Yeah, go me.
Yeah, but that's because you're working like skilled labor. But assuming we're just going to gloss over most of the evening chatter for the sake of brevity, you have your meals. People are taken to various quarters. In the case of the new hires, being Dana and Rakusha, I don't believe either of them sleep.
Nope.
So
I just go inactive for 4 hours.
yeah, and Rakusha's inactive for I think 6. So they just at some point in the night just go and power down for like a little bit. So for the most of you actual sentient people, you go to bed, you wake up, and they're still running around as if they never stopped.
I was going to say, what's the name of the healer?
Rakusho. I will put it in chat in a minute.
Yeah.
But yes. Well, he is capable of healing. Whether he is a healer has yet to be seen. You just know he healed the captain.
He's not a homicist, is he?
No, because if I built one of those, you'd know, because someone would have died by now. Because inflict wounds does far too much damage for the spell level it is.
Oh, fuck yes.
Upscale inflict wounds, dude explodes. So, with it being the morning and you probably finishing off like leftover meat and everything from the night before, what is people's plan of attack for today?
Well, I guess we kind of need to go do this job for the church.
Find a new captain.
It's me. I am the captain.
Look at you. You're the captain now.
I was going to say, people only told me that we had to pay. We didn't say they had a job.
You let me know how that works out.
Kahala shrugs, not Kashala. Damn it. Kahala shrugs and just gives a look of your question like, don't look at me, I didn't pay for it.
No, technically the captain paid for it. Just look at the chicken.
Yeah.
I suppose Kahala shall tend to a garden.
Mm-hmm. Your little hanging garden that you are propagating that is still very much...
And deal with that child that's still running around and has 0 training on anything.
Yes.
Because Kahala can teach weapons. Dagger, sword, whatever.
Technically already proficient with dagger because you're proficient with dagger as a commoner.
Oh, that's good, but we'll teach it other things.
I know for a fact you're proficient with dagger. I don't know if it's... Because I don't even think it's all simple weapons because I don't think even all wizards are proficient with all simple
Nope.
weapons.
They have a specific list.
So I know dagger is because dagger is on like the basic commoner stat block. So like they're okay with a dagger at least.
So I was going to say, so the basic question is, are we doing the job today, or are we going to hold off until another day?
Good
Yeah.
question.
Oh, first mate, who leads us now?
I don't leak.
You are acting captain because you are first mate.
Damn.
Yep. Sucks
Because
to
our
be
current,
you.
current captain has chicken pox.
Yeah, one of the sentences, you kind of can't move.
So, what are we doing?
I'm getting vaccine for it.
Crew has another day and a half of shore leave still, so
Alright, we'll
Can't
finish with our
leave.
shore leave, and...
Well, that is crew, not player characters.
yes.
That is the NPC crew being paid shore leave to up morale. Because morale got kind of low after some incidents at sea.
I was going to say, morale's sitting at 4.
Yeah, four of a possible 20, with one being mutiny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
because 8, like, I think if I remember rightly, 8 is default.
I was going to say,
I'll have
our
to double
crew
check those
quality
rules.
is +4. We don't have a specific morale.
I don't know, I'll have to check that up. I remember morale had taken a couple of hits because of
Yeah,
the
and then we
fights and
spent the travel and downtime with really good rolls to bring it back up.
Oh, that's probably fine then. I just remember, like, that was one of the reasons you were giving them leave.
That and we were in town.
Yeah.
Well, since they've still got a day and a half on shore leave, we should at least go and see what the job is.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And if we can get it done in, a day and a half.
Lead on.
Oh,
I have no idea where we're going.
I will be back.
I'm
Frog.
pretty sure I'm aware what happened.
Cat eat cable? Or cat go...
Probably the second.
Cats are assholes.
Yes, they
Also,
are.
from my understanding of having her here on Friday, she is not litter trained yet.
Mm,
She's
that would make sense.
not even 8 weeks old, probably, so probably not.
So, if you are being led onto the prospective job that you are aware of, that leads you to,
The church.
yes, the church. And so, who is going, or is everyone going?
I'd like to go
Everyone?
so I can sort of see what I might need to prepare in the beforehand.
Yep.
Well, Kahala was doing stuff, so he's just going to wait for them to come back and tell him what the job is. Because he has no preparations needed.
I was going to say, yeah. I was going to say, I'm a wizard, so...
Yeah,
Enough
well,
said.
You're a wizard.
technically, you need over your long rest, you can prep spells. So,
Yeah, it's within 1 hour of waking up, so yeah.
Yeah. So the big thing is who is going.
Everyone, wasn't it?
And not Bailey.
Okay, so everyone but Bailey. Arriving at. Give me a second. I'm multitasking. Arriving at the church, you can. You see the same Leonid priest out the front. He is currently watering a set of tulips. Ah, you have returned. I do hope today finds you better than yesterday.
So you have a job for us, Meow?
Yes, I do. I do have a job for you as of today. require assistance in removing a particular disgrace from our local records.
Okay, back.
At church, talking to Leonid.
Okay.
Yes, we could use your assistance in removing a particular thorn from our side. We have had a paladin go rogue recently.
How recently?
Last month or so. We know exactly where he is.
Is he
What's-
still on the island, or has he left?
You're on the mainland.
No, we're on an island. Because we haven't left the archipelago yet.
Oh, that's right. No, because I told you were going to the mainland, and you argued about the island, and then we retconned you having gone to the island. That's right. I've been operating on the fact you're on the mainland for the last 2 months.
No, because
Yeah, no,
we kind
he's
of
on
we
the
nearly
island.
got trashed by the giant hand thing, so we went to the nearest island.
Which, you were telling me about that,
Yeah.
you were asking me the nearest port, I said it was the closest. The closest port was actually mainland. You guys decided to go to the archipelago instead.
Yeah.
Yes,
Hang on.
it is.
But didn't me
it
and
is
Mikey
on the
steer
island.
towards the mainland?
I don't know.
This is the confusion. I need to go and check the VODs. I've been operating.
Fairly
on the fact-
certain it's mainland, because that was the closest place we went. And we just
We're
kept
on
went,
the
okay, let's
quote-
go there.
We're
still.
on the quote
Either
unquote
way, he's
island
within
until I
travel.
go check. He's within travel. We're on the island until I can go check the VODs.
Yes.
Yes. He is only a few days from here.
Okay.
What sort of paladin is he? What did he do?
He was our greatest champion before he became disillusioned somehow. We're not
Ah.
100% sure what happened, but he became disillusioned with our beliefs, struck down our head priest, well, ex-head priest, I guess that title falls to me
Beheaded
now.
priest.
And subsequently left the order, having broken one of his main tenets of his oath.
I was going to say, if his oath is broken, do you know if he still contains those powers given by it?
Given
Or have they
that
waned?
given that I wiped the head priest off the ceiling, I'm going to tell you to err on the side of yes.
Fair.
He hit the priest once. There was an almighty crack, and I was cleaning viscera from all corners of the room for days.
Right. So,
I do
acting
not know-
captain?
I do not know if his abilities have changed since then, because this was during an argument, but they may have.
Acting captain?
That would be you, Raymond.
Yeah, I'm going to put you in a cage.
He
I've
says
been
in
trying
character.
to.
That's very rude to the priest.
Sorry,
I used it first, yeah.
Do we
I was
have
gonna
a
say,
big
who
enough
is a
one
cat
for
person?
paladin?
sorry.
Oh, I'm aware you're talking out of character, Raymond. It was just the prime opportunity to give you some shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring up the bloody page again. The cat jumped on my laptop and minimized everything, and
Ah, yeah. My
what
cat loves
was
to do that.
what are
the
we
map
doing?
hasn't changed, so it's basically, do we do the thing now or do a different job?
Well, considering he's an oath breaker and he'll only get stronger the longer we leave it. Probably be an idea to do it now. Does everybody have all the gear they need, or do we need to go to a shop?
Can you give me... how long's the travel to find where he is?
He is about a
you
day
reckon?
from here. I can give you the exact location of him.
Okay, assuming it's not too much trouble to find him, that we've got time to get back. Personally, I'd prefer a day to prepare, but
It is ground travel, yeah?
Yes.
Can you prepare on the way?
not what I was going to prepare, but maybe the church could help out instead. Do you happen to have any healing scrolls or potions we could use, borrow, whatever?
You're already in debt to us.
Purchase, then.
Purchase, certainly. What
How
would you
many
be
are we
looking
after?
for?
I was going to say a half dozen basic healing potions.
Yeah,
Basically, I want
should be
something for
available.
if the healer or anyone else goes down, so we can hand them out and get people up.
Makes sense.
I brought 100 gold worth of herbs to make them, but I haven't had a chance to yet. So I was going to say, if they have 4 potions of basic healing, that'd be handy.
They do. They have 4 potions. So they produce 4 basic healing potions. Will there be anything else?
That's all. They're 50 gold each, aren't they?
Yes.
Ugh, $200. That's expensive. Nah, that'll be it. So,
Mm-hmm. Anyone else have anything else they need to do?
I don't think so.
Fair enough. On that, you need to just travel back and collect your friend.
mm-hmm.
It's my burger. Yeah, sorry, I'm probably gonna be... Yeah.
No, that's right. Oh,
So Carrie can prepare
I
spells.
was going to say, we should have asked.
You can prepare spells while traveling. You will have a long rest while traveling.
Yep.
I was going to say, probably should have asked.
Yes.
Do they want them brought back or just their body?
Proof of death.
Okay.
Huh.
They're not. These people have fallen. There is no redeeming this particular person.
Mm-hmm. The other thing is, do we have any sort of legal writ that allows us to do this?
It should not be required given its location, as it is evidently church land.
Gonna say less worried about where, more about who, in case there's anyone else there. But we'll manage.
There will not be anyone else there. Given his tendencies, I fear if anybody else were to have stumbled across him, you will be cleaning up similar viscera to what I have.
Okay.
He has not seemed to be the most accommodating.
Mm-hmm.
Bad host. Got it.
Okay. So grab our stuff, travel.
Yep. With that, checking my notes.
Map change.
You come in on the bottom of the map after you've been given your details to basically go about a day's down the track, and then you'll see a turn off to a specific farm. I didn't think to come up with a name for it, but as you approach, you will see a solitary house on the hill surrounded by stone pillars.
And I foresee it.
Yep. I wonder how the priest knew where to find him exactly.
Are we bringing animals?
Good question.
I was gonna say
What the gif?
I expect if we bring the spark dog, he's going to be killed very quickly. But
If you don't, he's never going to get stronger.
yeah, I know. Yeah, we'll bring him this time.
You're in that catch-22.
Yeah, we
And
got
the
him at high
longer
enough.
we
I was
wait,
like,
We'll just have him hold an XP share.
well, actually, I've got a bag of fluff balls that he can train on while we're on ship.
I was gonna say, what, you got a bag of rare candy?
Basically.
No, I can literally pull out wolves and wolverines and shit.
That seems like an ethical dilemma.
They disappear when they either drop to zero or
Yeah,
He's on the map.
okay.
We have 2 puppies.
Yeah. I dropped it down, forgetting that Mikey had access to the sheets as well.
I have access.
Yeah, I don't control the dog
Fair.
I control the dog.
because I didn't want to be greedy.
Bailey. Yep.
Yeah.
Your token wasn't on the map for a moment. Rain.
You know, I had to. There was just a lot of exposition, so I zoned out for a minute.
Good. Good to know my
I picked up on the
storytelling.
main.
Good to,
I picked up on the main things. Okay.
good to know my storytelling is enthralling.
yeah.
So enthralling. all the
Why
time.
did Bailey take 40 points of psychic damage? Gee, I don't know.
I wonder why Bailey's about to get suplexed by the upcoming boss.
I'm happy to do something with the fact that I can only do melee range. Jen?
I think that's them all the tokens there. Yes, for those of you that have probably just noticed it, yes, that is Rakusho's token.
Yeah, that's what I said. What the gif?
Yeah, it took longer than I'd like to admit to get that token working.
It
Mostly,
was worth it though, right?
well, mostly because finding a program that can edit GIFs is a nightmare when they don't come automatically with a transparent background. And that's like actually an old like Game Boy sprite. So it just had a solid grey background. And because it was grey with white being part of the assets, half the online converters basically only left the blue part. And just made like 80% of the actual token transparent. But yes, as you're approaching, you see this. It's basically a single story cottage.
With a hinge around
with
it.
a hinge around it, with like a, now that you're close enough, a visible shimmering thing. I'm reading your question now, Dana.
Yep.
I was gonna say, I like how the wizards at the front of the party is like, no.
There you
I'm
go,
right at
yourself
the
there. The barbarian and the quasi fighter are at the front.
There you go, Dana. I just gave you a sheet for when you do prepare that spell.
Thanks.
And Rukusha will also be hanging up near the front, as he is also fairly front-focused. It's going to be
Look at the strike wiggle.
It's going to be interesting to see how he runs, because I've never actually seen this particular archetype in motion.
I find that the Warden is a lot like the Marvel Punisher show on Netflix. I just get punched in the face a lot, but I seem to win.
Yeah. You are literally attrition, the class.
Yeah.
Cool.
I quite like it personally myself. I'm actually very fond of the Martyr class as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I should just rename my guy Frank Castle.
Okay. So, question: as we're approaching this thing, would either of the wizards seen something like this before?
You know, Dana, Arcana check? Because this is beyond your impromptu kobold-esque magics. 20 Arcana. Yes, you will have seen something like this. This is a containment field. It stops
No, that
things.
is a containment
It
field.
stops things going in, and it stops things coming out. It's normally used for bad things that try to kill things.
Oh,
It's the type of thing you would normally put around, like, experiments, dangerous study of spells, big creatures, portals. You know, the things you don't want the general populace getting anywhere near.
it's like when you put a cup over the wasp.
Exactly.
It's an oversimplification, but yes.
I'm
Not
going
even
to-
that much of one, to be fair. It's the same principle. There's a dangerous thing, and you've just put a barrier over the top of it.
Yeah, but a giant energy barrier is slightly more complicated than cup.
I'm just going
Yes.
to cast mage.
Fine,
mage
they
army
plugged
here.
the cup into an electrical socket.
Yes, casting Mage Armor is probably not a horrible choice. For reference, much like Trent's campaign, as long as you mark off the spell, I'm happy to just assume that you have Mage Armor up from the morning, basically, because it lasts 8 hours, rather than going, we are being attacked. I spend my first action Mage Armor, because
Yep, that makes
realistically, 8 hours will last you most of the day. Once you're out and about, you can cast Mage Armor on yourself and assume it lasts most likely till you come back, unless you get attacked at night. Because that's just easier than, like, every time a fight comes up, potentially having 3 people go, I cast Mage Armor now.
Yeah.
Because, like, especially knowing you were coming up to a fight and going, that's the place up ahead. Before we get anywhere near it, I'm going to cast Mage Armor in case there's traps, is a logical conclusion. Same as, like, in a dungeon, you wouldn't wait till the potential foyer of the dungeon to cast Mage Armor in case of traps. You'd cast that fucker 50 feet before the front door.
Yeah. Okay. Well, shall we advance? Slowly.
I am feeling it.
Well, next question is, do we see anyone else outside this thing?
No. You do not see a single soul nearby.
What about
No
soulless?
bait.
Soulless people. You do not see a single
There's about-
corporeal being.
I was about to say there's about 8 standing around you.
What about incorporeal?
None of you have true sight.
I mean, didn't I get the ability to talk to the dead or something recently?
Yeah, you still have to see them
Talk to
first.
dead, maybe. Being able to just see ghosts is a different thing.
I don't see ghosts. I make ghosts.
Yes, Edgelord.
Says the rogue. So I take it nothing's jumping out and attacking us.
Nope.
I'm going to stop and examine the lovely flora.
I want to take a closer look at these stones as we get closer.
I want to
Probably a
know
good idea.
why the one at the bottom left isn't working.
Hmm?
Well, this
Oh,
one
yeah.
here.
Huh.
Maybe we'll look around the back of that one.
Yeah. So as you're all walking up and you're getting closer, the visible shimmer to the portal gets more and more prominent. Now that you're passing through the gate, you're able to see it much as it's represented on the map of this much more vibrant shimmer. It's sort of that case of sort of looking at tinted glass. The closer you get, the more obvious it is to see. But once you start getting further and further back, it just sort of blends into the sky behind it. It's specifically designed to not draw attention from a fair distance. Anyone who wishes to examine the standing stones can make me either a religion or an arcana check.
I was going to say I have a +7 in both, so might as well do Arcana first.
Fair enough.
How do I move from here?
With a 20 and a 22, the
Who got a 20?
there's a 20 arcana
Gotta be
from
kidding me.
Dana.
That was
Yeah,
from
that was-
earlier.
That's from earlier.
Yeah.
Well, with a 22,
Take the dog.
you, you
Take the
are.
dog. Her claws are in my arm.
It is beyond your current comprehending of
Ow.
how the spell works exactly.
Dog's gone. Thank God.
But you understand that it is
No.
related to the standing stones easily, and each standing stone itself seems to be offering a level of power to the barrier. You're unsure how many would need to be disrupted, destroyed, obstructed to cause the barrier to fail. But between examining it and the one not active, which the one not active has been knocked over, they don't
Okay.
seem particularly durable, as if this was either a hastily constructed method or only meant to be a stopgap solution.
Keep somebody out, not keep people from going in. So.
More or less.
Yes, keep something out instead of going in.
You know what I meant. Keep something in, not stop people from going in. Yeah. Okay. I pass on that. I basically go, the henge seems to supply power. We have to disrupt the stones. Judging by the other one, knock them over? To wear a backlash?
Mhm.
Well, this sounds awful. So the guy who gave us the mission didn't give us some sort of safe word.
Nope.
Nope.
I suppose he didn't mention giant magical barrier. So
Nope.
this guy may be a dick. Just figured, they'll get there and they'll figure it out.
She'll be right, mate.
Yeah.
I was going to say, question, is this making any sort of audible sound now that we're close?
Yes.
It's going awooga, awooga.
Not quite.
Or, no, basically,
It-
it's if we get up to it, could we have a conversation through it, sort of thing?
The barrier or the stones?
The barrier.
There is a faint humming. The stones, there is a faint crackle that gets louder the closer you get to the evident beams of energy.
Yeah.
Barrier, faint crackle. Anything more than that, I'm gonna need a perception check.
Yes, watch me fail my shitty perception. Well, not so bad.
With an 18, you do hear the sounds of conversation from within the house inside.
Yeah, danger, Will Robinson, danger.
I was going to say, whoever's in there isn't alone.
You hear, "Oh, Lord Fluffington's, you're looking so good today. How about I get you a
Aw.
bowl of milk?"
Raymond's in there.
I implore you, if I ever get a pet and name them Lord Fluffingtons, you have my express permission to lock me in the loony bin.
I was going to say, I'm assuming other people can hear this as well, but I relay what I'm hearing, basically.
It is fairly strange because you're listening from 35 feet away through a closed door.
So he's yelling, Lord Fluffington!
He's talking rather loudly. Pete's only noticing because Pete's specifically trying to listen, like, across a room, basically.
Yeah.
The rest of you are sort of looking around and, like, maybe there's some murmuring off in the distance.
I was going to say, as I said, I will relay what I heard. I don't hear anything that seems to indicate he's spotted us, do I?
No. Unless one of you is secretly called Lord Fluffington.
I've been found
No,
out.
but
You never know. You don't know what Ancient's... You don't know if Ancient is
we do
Ancient's
have a
true
cat
name.
person.
I was going to say, is it... I think Mikey's the only one in heavy armor, isn't he?
No.
I'm
No?
in chainmail, aren't I?
Mechanically, Rakusho is in heavy armor.
I am in splint armor.
So none of us are overly loud as we approach.
No.
Uh-huh.
Mechanically, Rakushio is in plate.
Cool.
Maybe fit.
So how do we want to approach this? Just spread out, take a stone each?
We don't even know if we can knock these things over.
I certainly can't.
There is a way. There must be.
Unless I can shock him over.
I don't know. I was going to say, do you have the ability to cast Dispel Magic at all?
No. I can only detect magic. and I can tell you, there's a lot of magic here.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't need a spell for that. Acting captain?
I've got, for magic spells or explosives, none.
I mean,
I can
have
teleport,
a method
and I can throw
try
a boomerang.
to disable one of the pillars, maybe. I have no idea if it will work.
You're
It's
asking
filling me-
specifically for Dispel Magic, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do your absorby thing. See how that works.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. It acts as Dispel Magic.
Yeah. That is beyond what Rakusho can do because he does not have access to that spell.
I was going to say, I would suggest not standing close to me in case this backfires.
Ahala still very intently looking at all the plants.
He hasn't been paying attention to anything, just looking at
I'm
plants.
just thinking this is going to make a line go through me and go through the other three. I will attempt to devour the magic of the stone.
Uh-huh.
Nom 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 nom.
Roll me a...
If it's above second level, it's just a spell.
It's an
one.
energy force field.
Roll your appropriate check.
Yeah.
Because, yes.
Intelligence check. According to the ability. No! I failed to absorb it.
Yeah, you fail to absorb it. You are stunned for a minute. As I don't know how many times you can attempt to do that, but I'm going to say like there is backlash and you are stunned for a minute.
Once per long rest, so that was it.
Cool. You're stunned for 6 seconds then, since there's a single
Yeah.
use on that. I wasn't sure if that was you could do that repeatedly.
Nah, it's once per long rest. It only goes up to twice per long rest at level 18.
Cool. Good to know.
So I'm not getting 2 uses of it a day. Sure. Regardless of success, you regain hit points.
So there's something that's redundant.
Yeah.
Because you've not been hurt yet.
Yeah. I was going to say, just give me temporary knowledge. Regain. That's all good.
Can I go sort of and look at it to see if I can work out a way to turn it off?
Sure. Arcana check.
Oh,
Can
there's
I
a big off
support?
button on the side.
I will provide my limited knowledge, if it helps.
You're pretty sure pushing them over would work, since that seems to have stopped one of them. But they could also be dispelled, blocking the beams could work, scratching out the sigils. These seem to be fairly delicate, that's why there's so many possibly as a redundancy.
Dude, I can scratch the sigils out. I'll just sort of spider climb up and do that.
Yep.
Because I got those little spider shoes.
Easy enough. Do you do so?
Yes.
Which particular... You're scratching off that one.
Yep.
As you scratch out the sigil, you watch as the edge of you putters out, and the barrier shimmers, stays intact, but fades slightly.
Okay,
As
scratching
you
the
do
sigils work.
this,
Yep.
and the sigil and it wavers, out from the bush comes walking a big fuck off turtle.
Inside the barrier.
It's inside the barrier.
Oh, I was looking.
No, it came out. It came out of these bushes, basically.
Oh, there he is. Ooh.
Hmm.
It's an actual turtle, not a turtle person.
Okay.
Turtle
I
house.
believe it's pronounced Toidle.
Specifically, it's a giant snapping turtle. So probably don't put your hand near it.
No.
The barrier is still up.
I just went to go, moved over near the tree, but realized the next bush is like uphill.
I was going to say, would Mage Hand allow me to scratch out one of the sigils from range with a
No.
dagger?
No, as you can't, because you are not a arcane rogue, do fine manipulations with Mage Hand, which I would consider also scraping out something with a dagger.
What, just going to scratch across the surface, not any particular finesse?
If we're going to argue you can do that, we could argue that you could use it to just jab someone with a dagger. As well.
I understand.
It is the case of Mage Hand has specific limited uses unless you are an arcane rogue. And yeah, you could probably scrape it, but it would be like dragging it across the top. You're not going to be able to apply any reasonable force.
No, that's alright.
For the sake of Mage Hand can quickly be abused because it's a cantrip. Want to do fun things?
That's one
Play
of those
one of the
situations where it's
Yes.
DM's prerogative.
Want to do fun things? Play one of the two classes that does good things with it.
So you can push it over or scratch them out, or put a mirror in the beam and see what happens.
Yeah, stick your head in the beam, see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
As
Self-contained
acting
pillow.
captain, I volunteer you.
Oh wait, I'm gonna have the ambassador just grab one of the fucking pillars and rip it over.
Oh, easily done.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll
Happens in,
attempt
two
to scratch out
scratches.
the one up the top.
Yep. I do need a strength check from you. Ambassador does not need one because I know what his modifiers are.
I'm not trying to push it over. I'm trying to scratch out the.
Oh, then I don't.
sigil.
Then I don't need a check. I thought you were pushing it over. Yeah, Ambassador does not need a check because with Ambassador's strength score plus proficiency, he beats the DC required to push it over.
I was going to say, if I was going to get it pushed over, I'd get the Zingo pup to do it since it's fucking strong.
Well, I got my T-Rex to do it.
So which one's the T-Rex pulling over?
The one on the bottom right.
Oh, bottom right.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one that got scratched out first?
That one's already been knocked over.
Then,
So give me a second.
the next closest one.
Voop, voop. T-Rex would be that one then, which easily goes down. The force field again wavers, and you start being able to see small patches where like a hand might fit through, specifically in front of Kahala, between Kahala and the snapping turtle, as all of the energy is now on the other side of the building. So like,
could you like fire a spell through there?
it would be with disadvantage. Basically, as the energy bolts are hitting the shield, they're causing ripples of this protective energy. And now they're having to come all the way around the house. There is a half second, maybe a second gap sometimes between those ripples completely connecting.
I was going to say, can I get the Zingo pup to knock down this one?
Easy enough. With that, the gaps grow larger. They're now a second and a half. Someone could possibly dive through now with an acrobatics check.
That sounds awful.
Cool. I call the Zingo pup and start walking back round.
Yeah, as you watch these energy waves ripple around, and it's the gaps are when the wall is fading is consistently about this 3-foot gap before the energy waves crash back together, where it begins to dissipate.
So who's going to take the last one?
The giant turtle.
Yes,
It looks like a pet, right? Or does it just look
looks
wild?
like a giant turtle.
Does it look... Okay. Let me rephrase this question. Does it look like it might be a turtle, or is it just a giant turtle?
As I said before, it is a turtle, not a turtle person.
Okay.
It is a quadrupedal, giant snapping turtle.
I was going to say,
Not a turtle.
Have we heard anything extra from inside?
You've not really been focusing, but now that the barriers are coming down, you have all been walking around. You have heard more murmurings from inside.
I mean, I want to try speak with animals, but I don't have 10 minutes.
Sure you do.
Yeah, why
we
wouldn't
can
you?
stop.
Just tell us you're doing it first.
Because, like, in 10 minutes' time, we could be seen easily in that time, and other
I think
various
they already
factors.
know we're here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he realizes that his barrier's being screwy.
Who is
So are you
near
going to
me that
cast
I
it?
actually feel like talking to tell someone?
You can't talk to any of us.
Ah, Raymond's close enough.
So do you have Raymond translate that you're going to cast it?
What languages do you speak again, Bailey?
Enough. Okay.
Oh no, I'm asking because I want to know if Rakusho understands you or not. It's Orin, technically common, Arakroken, and what?
Celestial. He knows Celestial, but just doesn't pay any attention to it.
Ah, cool.
Because none of you
Rakusho
are
can
worth
understand you
talking
if you
to in it.
speak Celestial.
I think I know Celestial too, actually. Yes, I
Kahala
do.
will listen to Celestial, but he will not reply on it.
Fair. Yes, Rakusho understands Celestial. He does not understand Orin. So, still only Raymond.
So yes, to the lovely cat person who does cat things.
Who does all your translating needs, apparently. Ow!
Revenge of the cat.
Damn it!
For the meantime, anyway.
I
She has very sharp little claws.
I require a small period of 10 minutes to talk to this creature.
Okay. I go off and say, hey, chill for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
As Kahala effectively just flops down and starts casting as a ritual. Speak with animals is the one.
Yeah, Speak of Animals is the one you're planning on using.
Yeah. Anyway, continue on, other people. You've got 10 minutes of time to waste.
Cool, not much to do.
We're just waiting on you.
Yeah,
So
we're just hanging out.
they wait for 10 minutes for your ability to for your spell to finish.
Lovely.
At the end of your 10 minutes, what do you do?
I would like to address the turtle with a hello from the outside.
Hello.
Hello from the other side.
What do you want?
That's a good question.
You've had 10 minutes to think of this.
I mean, I'm sure it's something I'll come up with later. But how are you?
I'm hungry. Not much fish here.
Fish.
I thought snapping turtles were vegetarian.
Snapping turtle.
I'm not sure. I thought they were.
Hang on, let me find out.
You've got me look here, okay?
Maybe giant snapping turtles aren't.
Given what their beak can do to things, I would have assumed omnivorous.
Turtles are omnivores.
Thought so.
Plants, insects, spiders, worms, fish, frogs, small
I heard
turtles.
fish. We're all good.
Yeah.
Fish.
Especially that one is fucking huge.
Well, in the interest of good sportsmanship, Kahala is avian and has a fish on him. It is dried, though, and cured because Kahala and fish don't last very long when not preserved. Would you like some? It's preserved.
Fish. It's been a while. Yes,
I'd like
please.
I'd like to attempt to toss it through a gap in the barrier.
Make a ranged attack roll.
I don't have any. Oh, hang on. I do have ranged. With or without proficiency.
Without. This is an improvised weapon.
So just a dex roll.
Unless you for some
He
reason have
can yeet
proficiency.
it with strength. Technically, it would be strength, not dex, as it's a improvised weapon. Makes no difference for Bailey, though. Whew. Straight through. Thwack. Oh, yum.
Turtleasma.
Just proceeds to eat. It's a turtle. It's slow. I don't know
I
what.
was fine with that.
I don't know what your like throws fish expects thing to happen.
It's a tortoise.
It's still not any faster. It just means it will fuck you up on land.
I was going to say, am I pushing this stone down now?
Oh yeah, you push the stone down now. It's
Are we
feeding.
done feeding the local fauna?
How about we make sure it's not going to attack us if the barrier comes down first? We've given it fish. Tentative, it might not bite us.
Say we're with you. We're your friends.
Carl is waiting for it to finish eating before it starts talking again because
No. It's gonna be a while.
So hurry the fuck up, others.
It's a giant fucking turtle. It's an itty bitty fish.
It's also taking its time.
Savoring
have
the salty
teeth.
taste.
It hasn't had fish for a while.
It's biting, chew, chew, swallow, bite, chew, chew, swallow.
This is literally me yesterday, because it's been ages since I had fish, and I savoured it.
It's not ravenously hungry or hunting where it's gonna go bite, bite, bite. Something's gonna steal this. It's chomp, chomp, chomp.
It was freely given, okay? It's savoring every fucking moment it gets. Stop harassing turtle friend.
It takes about a minute, and then it finishes eating. What were you going to
Double
ask?
checks how long the spell lasts.
10
10
minutes.
How long have you been here?
I don't know. Lots of moons. Long time. How long have you been here? He asked a creature with 2 intelligence. I'm not even sure it would have a concept of numbers.
That's why it said many, right?
Yeah. Many could mean 4, it could mean 30, it could mean 100.
Would you like to be free?
I'd like to go to the beach again.
Do you have an owner that would normally take you to the beach?
I did. He used to live in this house.
Ow.
And then what happened?
It was before the cats came.
Damn cats.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Would you like me to take you for a walk to the beach later after we're finished here?
I would like that.
Okay.
If you
Do you have a name?
Wait, what?
If you live. Do you have a name?
Yeah, I used to. Nah, blah, blah, blah. My friend used to call me Snaggletooth. At this point, you notice that as he's talking to you, and he draws attention to it, you notice that he's like how they normally got that pointed beak. The bottom jaw is slightly crooked. So like that,
Well,
out of that like beak front, the bottom one is crooked as if it's been broken at one point.
Snaggletooth, it has been a pleasure to meet you. I am Kahala.
I like how Bailey is slowly slowing down to match my rhythm.
Yep. So spread out, get ready. I'm going to knock this thing down, people.
Yeah, I'm already behind a small rock.
Thud. Bink.
I did give people time to position themselves first. But...
Oh, that was a nice overlay.
technically separate maps. But yes.
He-
And as the
Is the
barrier,
rogue going to sit at the bottom of the steps?
comes down, plonk, 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 plonk. The turtle just begins to plod away towards the stream.
And the fish.
Kahala made a friend.
And we had no idea what you were saying.
Yep. Literally for the
said,
last
"Turtle."
like 2 minutes has been
Yeah, it's been turtle, 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 turtle.
Have you ever heard turtles? They literally
And then just get the Renan.
Lots of grunts.
No,
and
no.
groans.
That's a turtle having sex.
Yes, if you heard if you heard something's horribly wrong or persuasion's going very well.
I think it's bad that we all knew what that was.
It's from that
We all
one
have
video.
We all have the internet.
Hey, he was very happy eating that fish.
That's how I sounded yesterday too.
Well, don't need to know.
The fish was really good.
So yes, what is your plan now? Now the barrier's down, you all can hear more ruckus coming from inside. You hear the occasional thing getting knocked over, and now that the blue haze is vid, you do note the smoke coming from the smokestack that seems to be obscured by the barrier.
Question: as we're going around, did we see any windows?
No. I'm
The
gonna say
temptation to just
because
walk up and knock on the door.
I'm gonna say because the map doesn't have any. I'm gonna say no, because I didn't think where they would have been.
We go through the chimney.
Like,
I can't fit.
I think you're the only one that could fit. Maybe Rakusho.
The fire would hurt though, so.
What does the badger say?
Good question.
It says, "I'm dead and on a chair."
Maybe is it?
No, I'm a stuffed badger head.
It sits there and goes,
Taxiderm, taxiderm.
huh. Yeah, it's a stuffed badger, probably owned by the previous occupant.
Correction. I mean, what does the sign on the badger say?
Welcome to Badger Hill.
Okay, cool.
Look at someone making up names on the fly.
Well, actually, no, I believe that's the name of the map.
Oh, is it?
It's like Badger Hill or Badger Cottage or something. Like, there is, like, the reason there's multiple Badger stuff around.
So should we knock on the door? Would that be funny?
You can.
I am 100% tempted just to walk up and knock on the door and introduce myself.
Oh, I'll make the T-Rex knock on the door.
That's going to end so well.
Like, question, do I hear the T-Rex? Are they counted as a beast or are they a monstrosity?
T-Rex is a beast.
Oh, lovely.
I've got the spell dock.
T-Rex is a beast. Technically, Zinogre, I think I'm counting as a monstrosity for the sake of mechanics.
Yeah, because I couldn't talk to the monstrosity, the Zinogre.
Yeah, because it's by the Monster Hunter book, it's a wyvern, which is their own classification of creature. But I'm not going to count it as like a dragon for Draconic, so I'm counting it as a monstrosity.
Is the T-Rex saying anything while it's just wandering around?
Grumble, grumble, hungry. Grumble, grumble, hungry. Probably. It's a T-Rex.
Food, food, food.
Kicks out fish.
Food, food, board, food,
Hungry.
food.
Am I a good boy? Am I a good boy?
I mean, possibly.
Wonder if I scratch on his chin if it like shakes its leg like a dog.
It just falls over.
That's asking for like one of the smalls to just be punted 5 feet on the wrong day.
Also, that would be like the loudest thing in existence.
Thud, 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 crack.
I offer a fish to the T-Rex.
makes that noise.
Yeah. Cool. Mikey, make an animal handling check.
Oh,
Roll a
gee.
d10 for fingers lost.
Oh boy.
Bailey, make a dex save.
I was joking. Holy shit.
The T-Rex is still very much in training. You guys have had it for like 2 weeks.
Oh, fuck.
You probably still... It's a T-Rex. You don't hand feed these things.
Throw it.
Mikey, can you roll a bite dice for the
I
T-Rex?
can. Gladly.
So it hits you, Bailey. 13 plus 5?
So the 13's the actual.
Oh,
And
13
5
is
is
the
the
hit. So
damage.
you take 5 bite damage, yeah. It's because I'm like, it didn't roll like with the actual attack, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, 13?
Yeah.
That seems like a really high modifier for it to have. Took a moment
Ow.
to catch up. So you took 5 damage. You've just gone like, fish is just chomped down like entire forearm.
Why does it look different?
I think it's probably because of like the no ranges or anything on there.
Probably.
You haven't triggered the damage type.
Alright, that's why.
That would do it. So yeah, you take 5. You take 5 piercing damage.
What does it
Okay.
look like? Yeah, so it's just the damage type I haven't added.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna have to look up because I think it's bludgeoning.
Slam is bludgeon. Because
Oh,
technically he doesn't get a bite attack till he gets a bit bigger.
Oh yeah, until I think I have to actually add one. I think.
Yeah.
ouch.
By default, T-Rex comes with slam.
Yeah.
On his stat block. Technically he doesn't get bite until you select it as a later feature. But they do the same damage. Like, if anything, his bite probably would have done... You rolled a 2 plus 3. Like, it's within the realms of, like, even if he only had a D4 bite.
Were we using the baby book rule or the prehistoric warrior rule?
Baby
Like,
book.
baby book. That's right.
Baby book because it's technically an NPC.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Please try not to bite when being fed.
Nah. Just chomps the fish and ignores you. You have to remember, this thing is probably about nearly shoulder high to you and is looking at everybody else going like, that looks like a human, that looks like a human, that looks kind of like a human, that looks kind of like a human. You look kind of like a bird, which is...
Chicken.
And Peter currently looks like a smaller lizard.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's something... That's something that may come up later.
When it hits puberty.
Or decides to vie for dominance against the only other reptile on the ship.
I could give it a breath weapon.
You could. The Baby Beastry book gets real weird with what you can give it. You can make it fly at a certain level.
Yeah.
Wait, a flying T-Rex?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Basically,
Yeah.
as it stats up, you basically pick
That
evocations.
sounds
But most of the,
awesome.
I think flight, like, with the exception of a couple of creature types, is limited to later.
You can also make it a familiar.
Yes.
No, locomotion is one of the very first ones you can get. You can choose from burrow, climb, fly, or swim. Animal companion gains that type of movement speed at a value equal to its base speed minus 5 feet.
Yeah. I thought, like, flight... in the earlier edition of that book, flight was limited unless you had it by default to a certain level.
Mhm.
To stop you just putting flight on it at, like, level 3.
No, I'm gonna
It was-
fly T-Rex.
It was basically like, if you didn't have fly from the base animal, you had to wait till 7 or 10 or something. Either which way,
Yeah.
back to the actual campaign.
Cool.
A flying
I'm
T-Rex.
hanging back. I'm not
Drive it.
running forward. Squishy mage.
Mm-hmm.
Gives T-Rex head scratches. Once it's finished eating.
Yep.
Hey, Rogue, check the door.
Squawker, squawker, squawk knock.
Oh my god.
That would be perception for traps, right?
Investigation.
Investigation. No
You might
difference.
want to move up.
Yes, technically you would be up here to do that. With a 17, the door is not trapped.
I relay this.
Is it locked?
Knock on the door.
It does not appear to be locked either.
Do we want to be stealthy, or
It's
I'm
a
sure
door.
they know we're here.
Well,
This is
with your
true.
indecisiveness, Kahala walks up and knocks.
Cool. Can everyone roll initiative?
My T-Rex dies, you buy me a new one.
I've already got a replacement.
Oh.
It's a reptile, just not a T-Rex. You'll be fine.
As you
I
go,
forgot to click
knock,
on the
knock,
thing again.
knock, and then the door flies open because you hear, "Who is there?" Bang, and the door forcibly swings open.
I
Does
rolled
it
a
swing out or in?
It swings out. I'm rolling an athletics check. That's high enough. I need a dexterity save from both people within 5 feet of the door.
Ah! Why couldn't that fucking have happened with the T-Rex? Oh well.
I feel like you would have taken more damage from the door.
The door
The
misses.
Zinogre doesn't have an initiative button. It rolled a 1.
Easy enough. Zhup-up-up.
Does uncanny dodge help me?
You are actually missed by the door, as it is technically
Oh, awesome.
a low level trap. Give me a moment.
Is the door technically counted as a trap?
Yes.
It can be. It can be counted as a weapon.
Holy shit, that's a horde of cats.
Is this like Raymond's character's wet dream or what?
No.
Raymond's character now needs to assert dominance, otherwise he's at the bottom of the pack.
He's got to spray the room.
Well, considering I have bigger, sharper, shinier weapons than them.
Cool. Good to know.
No, wait, I'm
I
allergic
was
to
going to say, is now
adorable
when we
birds.
get introduced to swarm mechanics.
Yes, actually,
Oh no.
The hell?
cats be a swarm.
Oh, yay.
This is
Maybe
really
a big
weird.
Okay,
cat can
Raymond,
try
I'm
and
going to
hurdle.
ask a question. What's more worrying, the cats being a swarm, or that being a house cat that qualifies as a huge? Actually, I think that's one size category too big. Thinking about it.
I will wait until I know what swarm tactics are before I answer that.
I accidentally had that toggled as a gargantuan looking at it.
Is that like, would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or a duck-sized horse?
It's very much like, would you rather fight 50 duck-sized
50
horses
duck-sized
or
horses.
one horse-sized duck?
That's it.
Yeah, it's pretty much that scenario. Oh, also, the guy is incredibly jacked and covered in runes. The only thing that even resembles what once was a paladin is his helmet.
Something tells me he's no longer a paladin.
He's 13 feet tall!
He's a fucking, what are they, pass as a dreadnought, but barbarian?
Mm.
Can I retire from being a barbarian then? Because, like, there's obviously a much better alternative, apparently. This is gonna hurt a lot.
Oh, dear lord. Did I roll the highest on initiative? Fuck, I did.
I rolled 10,
I rolled a 19.
but I
Oh,
didn't
the
click on my
swarm goes
token
No,
first.
you did not, Peter. No, you
I
did
mean, out
not.
of players.
Yes, you did. Kitty cats go,
Well-
brr!
I can't even. I, was
Okay.
gonna say, I can't even see the cats. It's like, oh
I'm,
fuck. there they
I'm
are.
underneath the cat.
I need everyone the cat's just moved over to make a saving throw. I need a wisdom saving throw, or you are prone and frightened. Just from them swarming you.
Yay!
So that's the T-Rex.
Yep.
And
I'm
that's me.
James. I'm not even on the thing.
You're not even on the
Cracker.
initiative.
Yeah, I rolled a 10.
Add turn. 10. Probably didn't click your token.
No, I actually clicked Bailey's token. Apparently.
Whoop! Raymond fell over. Raymond is the frightened. And now they take their action. That was just their movement.
Oh, God.
That is their feline terror ability. That's a passive.
And the only one that got scared was the cat.
Yep. And they use their swarm mechanics, which allows them to move through any space large enough for a tiny cat to fit, and through other creatures' spaces. They are now going to bite. I'm going to say Kahala on the way past.
Being a bird, the natural enemy of the cat.
Yes. Well, that hits, as that's a 24.
Ouch! This is gonna hurt a lot because I haven't even raged yet.
Is this where I use my natural ability to call thunder and they all scatter?
Oh, and actually, they get they have a weird multi-attack, so they actually get to bite. They actually get to bite Peter as well.
Me?
Instead of it being multi-attack, it is their bite hits 2 creatures within the swarm space.
Okay, how are they biting me then?
I assume you mean either Mikey
Oh,
or Raymond also.
Yeah, no, I saw grey token at the door. So yeah, they'll bite Raymond with advantage because he's on the floor. Does a 17 hit you, Raymond?
Just.
Cool, so they bite you as well. Raymond, you take 11. Bailey, you take 15 piercing damage. That ends the kitty's turn.
That makes it my turn. Well, fuck. I'm not going to drop AoE spells while there's everyone there. I was going to say, as a free action, I'll point at them and say attack to the Zinogre.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Bigger
it could figure
thunder
that.
dog.
I'm pretty sure it could figure out kill the things that literally just tidal waved over its friends.
Yes. But I tell
The
it
door
to
have
tail
opened and
attack.
about 50 cats have run out.
And lightning dog. I'm going to move down to there. I'm then going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement
Uh-huh.
at the big guy.
He has cover.
Does he?
Well, because you are shooting past...
A downed companion.
you are shooting between a door that's partially obstructing you and a T-Rex.
I need to make range spell. No, that didn't do the spell attack.
Because when the arrow is not going through the T-Rex square, it is running over the corner of the door frame. And when it's not going over the corner of the door frame, it's running through the T-Rex square. When you put it to the middle, yes. That's also
the only reason I
assuming
was
that
doing that is
Raymond
'cause-
being prone does not have a pile of cats on him, and you are quite short now.
Yeah. Actually, I'm taller than I was before.
That
Because I went from 3 foot to...
It doesn't say much when you're still under 5 foot.
I'm nearly 6 foot now.
Yeah, either which way. Make your attack roll.
Yes.
No.
No.
Could I react?
Sure.
Could I let you re-roll?
Yes, easily.
Yay. Oh, that's not much better.
I still don't think that hits.
I don't know. He's unarmored.
No.
Oh well.
Not with the fact that you are also shooting at someone who has at least partial cover.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything else as a bonus action, so that's it for now. Actually, bonus action, I will cast Hex on him.
Yeah, easy enough. Next is Corin's, is Maria's turn.
Okay, I assume I'd get an attack of opportunity if I move back, won't I?
You would assume,
Yeah.
if this was a normal creature, yes.
Yeah, that's sort of what I'm struggling with. Like, does this actually function like an animal? Well, let's see. I'll step back.
Meow.
Meow.
No, that doesn't hit you.
Okay.
Well, considering the fact that with modifiers, that's 13, which is your mage armor before your dex mods.
Yeah, yeah. So how far away am I? 15 and...
Yeah, so big guy will have cover because Kahala is still standing for you.
Mm-hmm.
So he...
But could I magic missile him?
Magic Missile easily. Magic Missile doesn't need an attack roll. But it would be things like Firebolt he would have cover for general ranged attacks. But Magic Missile does not give a shit about cover.
Yeah, I'll just magic missile him.
Are you kidding me?
So you just roll once, and then we'll just do... Because you use whatever the first roll for missiles is.
Yep. Yeah, roll? That was weird.
That did not do the roll.
Okay, I'll just
hit
If
roll the
you
d4.
Yeah, just
click
hit
and drag it over, it won't automatically output the damage
the,
rolls.
just hit the D4.
Yep.
So 4 damage. Casting at first level.
Go second level.
So that's 4. 4 missiles, so that is 16 damage. Took a second for my brain to catch up there.
And I'll just sort of back up behind a bush. That's my turn. I got no good bonus actions.
Yep. That makes it Knight Aberrant Jorthal's turn. Who's going
You're
to
right,
stomp forwards. He is going to declare Reckless Attack.
Uh-oh.
Then he's going to declare Multi-Attack.
Oh, me.
And he's going to take a shot at Bailey. To begin with. That's 18. And an 18. Does an 18 hit you, Bailey?
Haley dead.
He's muted. So I think he might be
Oh,
away.
sorry, I didn't realize I had muted myself, apparently. No, yes, that does hit. Sorry, James.
Okay.
When did I hit the freaking mute button?
So he hits you with his Sweeping Maul. And triggers his Bigger They Are once per turn when he hits you. Because you are smaller than him, he deals an extra dice of damage. I need you to make a strength saving throw. as you promptly take. Grab the extra dice because the mechanics don't roll the extra dice by default. 23 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And you rolled a 15. You are still on your feet. As he just brings the maul back. And with his fist just drives it down onto Ancient's gut. For that's an 11 to hit. But he has advantage because you're prone. That's 25.
Fuck.
For 8 damage.
Well, I'm at half health.
After 8 damage. Oh, plus
I already
the
took
cat.
a hit.
Yeah. I was going to say.
You already took a bunch from the cats.
Did you uncanny dodge?
I'm feared of something, aren't I?
Yeah, it doesn't mean you can't dodge.
Can he uncanny dodge while prone is the thing.
You can as
It's
long as
any
you're
attack I can
conscious.
see.
So you could have done it on the cats. Which the cats dealt you 15 damage. So you would have saved 8 damage.
I will just go back up 8 health.
Yes.
Which is literally what the fist did to you on the second hit.
Is uncanny dodge? It's any attack. Would I?
It's once per round.
It's your reaction once per round to a physical attack.
Awesome.
So you can't uncanny dodge like fireball.
It just, yeah, okay.
That makes it Rakusho's turn, who's gonna go, I'm not stepping into the swarm.
For the swarm.
And he's just going to fire off. He's just gonna bring back his Chibara sword and just take a shot with that, which I need to toggle the right damage on that because it's not doing the right damage. Or has the right attack mod, because things be derpy sometimes. Swing.
Oh.
Huh.
Give me a moment. I just need to make sure that I'm not forgetting any of his abilities. Yes, that. Cool. So yeah, he also has extra attacks, so he's just going to take another shot as well. So he delivers 28 damage to the cats. May have made a harm assist. Ambassador's turn.
Ambassador's going to try and eat a cat.
Yep, easy enough.
Lunch.
14. Ambassador eats a cat.
Nice. I believe that's all I can do. Yep.
Ancient, your turn.
What do I just get up, or
You can stand up as half your movement.
no? I mean, has the fear effect then?
I'm reading that now. At the end of your turn, so you have disadvantage so long as you can see the cats.
Huh.
Attack the big guy, you have neutral to him because he's reckless.
Yes, so you have neutral to the big guy. But you also cannot move anywhere except for away from the cats.
Can't I give myself advantage?
If you don't move.
But
It's that aim feature.
you still end up as a flat roll against the big guy because 2 advantages is not a thing. So you have advantage because he had reckless, and you have disadvantage because of the cats. So it's a flat roll against him regardless.
All right. Well, I stand up and I stab. Oh wait, sneak attack is not. Wait, I'm next to somebody.
You are next to a person. You're using a finesse weapon. And you technically qualify for advantage, even though it's negated because of disadvantage. So sneak attack does proc.
All right.
This is a weird edge case where you get it even though you don't have advantage, because you would have advantage.
I was
All
going to
right.
say, if he has an ally within 5 feet, I don't think he needs advantage, does he?
I'm not 100% sure when it comes to sneak attack. I know there's multiple ways to get it.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
there's my
it's
sneak attack.
25.
My second attack does not get that.
That's on your dagger. That also hits for 6 damage.
Awesome. So yay, I did damage.
Yep. Next makes it Henry's turn.
In the middle of the swarm.
Henry's just gonna.
Oh, Raymond, wisdom save.
Oh yes.
Go, Mikey.
I'm just gonna Warden's Mark some cats.
Yep. Still feared, Raymond.
Son of a.
Which means I get that. It doesn't give me any sort of advantage or anything, does it? It has disadvantage to attack anything but me. Right. Oh, there's a thing. Whenever you take the attack action on your turn, you can make an additional attack against a creature you have marked.
Yeah,
So does that?
that's your version of extra attack.
I already get extra attack. Does that mean I get to make 3
You
attacks?
get to make a third attack.
Never mind. That's at 11th level. Moving on. Blah.
Hit.
Blah.
Ooh, are you hitting the cats?
Yeah, hitting the cats.
Okay.
I can't hit anything else.
So yeah, you do not get the bonus to that, and then you still miss. It was because you got your pick becomes stronger if they hurt you, and they did not hit you though.
No, they did not.
You still do 10 damage.
Yes. Kill a cat.
Yes. You sweep and you probably wipe out a couple of cats with 10 damage.
I don't know.
You're swinging into a fluff pile. Things be
Pretty much.
Things be happening. Kahala's turn.
That's really all I
Yeah,
get.
well, unless you're going to move, you've used your bonus in your action.
Yeah.
Hala shall release a screech and go into a rage,
Uh-huh.
squawk, and then take themselves 10 feet off the ground.
No boy. That was a choice.
Technically, kitty cats not have attack of opportunity, but Mr. Big Man does.
With disadvantage.
With flat roll. Because he's still under the effects of Reckless.
But is he still in its engagement range? It's only going 10 feet up.
Yeah, arguably, I did say he was 13 feet, so you'd still be... Technically, you'd have to go another 5 feet to be out of his range.
Out of the range of the fucking cats now.
Yeah. Good catch there, though.
Which one
Mikey.
do I think... No, big guy hits harder. Let's hit him!
Yes,
Well,
big
I've
guy
got
does hit
advantage.
harder.
Let's hit him while I've got free advantage on him. Do... Squawking!
That hits.
That's it. I had the bonus action rage.
Don't you have multi-attack?
Oh yeah, I do have extra attack now.
I wasn't
Never
gonna pull that up.
Well,
And then that one hits as well. Which the force damage does not go, so it's only 9 damage.
I totally forgot I have extra attack, okay? I don't often play characters with extra attack.
No. That was half the reason of having people roll things. Lightning Doggo turn.
Gonna step forward, growl, and swing its tail.
Yep, because tail has reach. That hits. That does 11 damage. That splits the last kitty cat. At which point you
Yay.
hear, Sir Fluffington's no!
Okay.
Sir Fluffingtons.
I forget what I said
He named-
earlier.
He.
Well, it's a tons now instead of a ton, so
Oh god.
multiple.
It's a
He
horde
named
of cats.
He named every cat Sir Fluffington.
Sure,
he's a
we'll
bit
go with
mad.
that. And now he's very, very mad.
Understandable.
Yes. Doggo's
hit
not
the
going to do
kitties.
anything. I was going to say, Doggo's going to take a step back a bit. That's it.
Kitty's turn. Kitties technically get death save. Corin's turn.
I technically have advantage on him at the moment. I was going to say, if I step there, would I have a clean line of sight?
No, because you now have two people standing in front of you.
He's also 13 foot.
Raymond has stood up. And you are short, you are shooting up. While it's 13 foot, he's still technically under part cover. You're lucky I'm not giving him half cover.
Uh-huh.
Because yes, he's 13 foot. It's a 7-foot door.
I was going to say, that...
We're having to stab under it to hit each other.
Oh, don't wait. Next turn, might get baseball swung into the ceiling.
Gonna say, in that case, I'm going to go over here so I can hit him, since Bailey's in the air.
Yeah.
I'm then going to try shoot him with a chromatic orb.
Yep.
Actually, wait. No, I will Rave Enfeeblement,
Rave Enfeeblement, yep.
because that'll probably be more helpful at this time.
Does that hit? And what, he needs to make a saving throw?
End of his turn.
At the end of his... fair.
So at least for the next round, he has disadvantage on strength-based attacks and whatnot.
Cool, let me check if he's actually using strength.
Mm.
He is. So he takes... That is just his reduced damage. That makes it Maria's turn.
Can I get sort of a line of sight going?
You've got line of sight from there because Bailey's in the air.
Okay, cool. I will just I will give him a Toll of the Dead.
He succeeds.
Actually, wait. Could I crawl to shift and let him try again?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll do that.
I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
As a
It is
reaction,
saving
you
throw.
or a creature you can see 30 feet makes an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw. You can force the creature to re-roll the decision after you see what the result whether the result succeeds or fails. They must use the second roll. Yeah, technically. So he rolled a... What is your saving throw? 16. He's not going to make that, so he does fail.
Okay.
So he takes the 16 damage. And that makes it his turn, where he is going to promptly rage, reach beside him, and just smash a bag into his face, where you see about 9 different colors of liquids run out of the bag, and multiple corks and labels fall.
Oh dear.
Bunk.
Oh, he large.
No, he's huge.
Can he even see outside doorway?
What doorway? As he's grown, he's just demolished the doorway. Give me a second to roll on my potion table to see what other effects he got, because I only know of one of the potions off the top of my head that was actually in there.
Oh, my cat's awake.
Can I get Dana, Mikey,
Oh.
Raymond, and Bailey to each roll me a D100?
Slash.
DM or
Just roll them publicly. Cool, so 28, 5, 61, and 38. Let me just quickly consult my list. This is gonna be fun.
I wonder, did we make it so we actually can't kill him with one of these rolls?
It's not that list. It's not that list. He's not gonna become invulnerable. A pain in the ass, maybe. Invulnerable, no. Yep, so that was the one I knew he rolled. He rolled that.
Oh, fuck.
And he rolled that one. And, oh. He rolled that one. Interesting.
I don't like the sound of that.
So, he spends his action to smash the potions into his face and drink them all. Then he spends his new hasted action
Oh, God.
to take a shot at you.
Yay.
Specifically, we're specifically going to say he's attempting to swat Bailey out of the air. With the reckless attack. That is... Actually, no, he would not reckless attack because he's invisible. So, that is like a 26 to hit.
Cool.
That is his stone maul. Yep. Plus the extra damage die. Yep. Plus the enlarged damage die.
You can stop it when you hit 22 damage. 'Cause
Oh,
I'm
you're
down.
unconscious.
Get it halved.
That is when it's halved.
No, it's halved before you halve it because of Rave Enfeeblement.
Oh, this
Half the
could still
damage on
hurt.
any weapon attack using strength.
Cool, so that's 21, 26, 29. Crunch. So that's 29, which is halved to 15, which you then halve to 8. And he does not... So you'll just see Kahala just in the air. Doof.
Right.
And and then he becomes visible again, because invisibility lasts until you make an action.
I was thinking that sure would suck if one of us didn't have Dispel Magic.
No, it would be incredibly busted if I threw, like, a potion of greater invisibility. He would just run a train on you guys for the next minute.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Because he would literally just run up to people and just remove them from combat. That makes it Recursio's turn. Who is going to go... What has he got? Recursio would heal Bailey, were he able to reach. Recusio's gonna go, ha. Spend his bonus action, giving himself 5 temporary hit points, and then spend his action to heal Raymond.
Oh, okay.
Well, you're the only other person hurt.
12 healing?
Yeah.
I'm at full health.
So he's gonna walk up behind you and go, because nobody else has been hit except for Bailey.
Okay.
And that makes it Ambassador's turn.
Oh boy. If I go to here, can he still hit?
Yes.
Sweet.
Mikey,
Mm.
aren't you legitimately fit in the 10 feet under me?
Yeah, but I want to put the dinosaur on the periphery because the dinosaur is weak as fuck.
Because given the amount of damage this
I
thing's
totally
throwing...
forgot that was Ambassador and not you then.
Because
Sorry.
given the amount of damage this thing's throwing out, the dinosaur may turn to mincemeat.
Yeah, take that.
That misses.
Never mind. Moving on.
Haste, it's a hell of a drug. Ancient's turn.
Okay. Now, I'm still qualifying for my sneak attack.
Yep. If you hit,
Here's a question for you.
Hmm?
Since he's so big, can Ancient run between his legs and get behind him?
he would take an attack of opportunity, unless he spends his bonus action to disengage. I don't think of no.
Disengage in action, isn't it?
It's an action, but I don't know if rogues. I think
Rogues can do disengage as a bonus.
but I don't know if Raymond's at the level to have that.
His headset just died.
That's their level 2, 3, whenever they get cunning action.
Dash, disengage, hide as a bonus action. Give him a second to see if he's going to take the headset off and listen in. But all I'm going to say is, do you understand why maybe they had a containment field around this guy now?
Yeah.
Yeah. And killing his cats may have not been the best move.
I
They
didn't
attacked
attack
us.
the cattle, right? They attacked me.
That's not how he sees it. He sees a pile of dead fluffy kittens.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes, Sterling. That's what will happen to you if you don't stop opening the fridge.
Of course, Raymond's headset would die on his turn. Couldn't have died like 2 minutes from now when it wasn't his turn.
He's just saying, can he do what we suggested?
Bonus action to disengage unless you want attack of up on you. Pretty sure he'll choose to spend his bonus action to disengage or get slammed into the floor. Das misses. Now he's slowly typing, and I'm suspecting it's going to be something like "fuck." That's it for my that's it for my turn. Henry, turn.
Henry, take one.
Kill it with fire.
I don't have fire. I move my mark to him.
Yep. So now he has disadvantage to attack anybody other than you. Like that's been
Yes.
affected. Like disadvantage has been something he's been worrying about. So that hits, and that hits for 11, 20 damage. Yep. Kahala
That's it.
turn.
Ooh, Kahala turn. I'm already raging. Do I have advantage now that there's Thingo behind?
Yes.
Cool, let's swing furiously.
You already have advantage because he recklessly attacked.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't because
No, he didn't.
because he was invisible.
Swing
You guys
one.
hear me?
Yes, we can hear you
Yes.
through your webcam.
Okay.
Hit.
I just put it through my laptop since my headset's dead.
Yeah.
Swing one. Swing two. And bonus action.
Bonus action miss. Swing 2 also miss.
Fucker, he's got a better AC than I do.
He's also hasted.
He's hasted.
I believe I need to buy a new charger cable because that's been on charge all week.
Ah.
That will do it, Raymond. You'll potentially kill the battery.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
feeling salty.
Overcharged.
That makes it Lightning Doggo turn.
Cool. Lightning Doggo gonna go here,
Yeah.
and then gonna tail.
That hits.
No, that's all he's gonna do.
Yep. Das makes it Kitty Cat turn. Das make it Corin turn.
Cool. No, I'd have to go. That'd put me right in the melee with him. I don't want to be there.
You're in melee with him now.
Yeah, but within like 5 feet of him.
Gonna
So
assume a
you
huge
moved to the
aspect
one
rate.
spot I didn't want you to move because I was going to line attack.
I'm sorry for getting in between you and the big monster.
I know, I appreciate that, but how long's my line attack is the question. I think it's too long. Hold on,
But can you not aim the line up because he's now 26 feet tall?
Yeah.
I could do.
He's like screw off tall at this point.
So if I aim it, would it go over
Yeah.
Henry's head?
He is 3 stories tall, Peter.
But
You are
yes, I
fighting
can aim it without hitting.
You are fighting a
Henry.
legitimate giant at this point.
Because most of my saves are fucking con saves, and I think this thing is going to have a good con.
Uh-huh.
Being a barbarian, or at least a
Yeah.
multi-class barbarian.
Technically no actual class levels. 'Cause it's actually because it's actual written stat block. It just has pseudo class abilities.
Yeah.
Trust me, you'd know if it was paladin because no one's been smote yet.
Yes.
Imagine if it had smite.
Yeah,
No, thank you.
Because it's already crit once.
Oh, I was going to say it's hasted. I'm not going to line attack because it's going to have advantage on it. I'm just going to
Why would it
aim
have advantage on a line attack?
deck save.
Again, I just said you're assuming this thing's a barbarian.
haste.
Fair. That I forgot.
Um,
How long does haste last?
It's a minute. Potion doesn't
didn't
have
mean to press
concentration.
Yeah.
Yeah. Potion
yeah, I was
specifically
going to say
says
I'm
no
about to do that as
concentration.
well. Yeah. Because that's about the only thing I have that can deal damage to it effectively.
Yeah, I'm tossing up between that and another thing.
So 24 to hit.
Hits. Takes 11 damage.
Mhm.
Yep. Marie.
Hold on, I need to. No, I would have dropped that concentration. All good.
Maria needs to... And Maria is turns.
So what classes do we have that, like, whack people? We got Bailey there.
Barbarian.
Bailey's a barbarian, Raymond's a rogue, and Mikey's a
Warden.
Which,
Which,
pseudo fighter.
and then Rakusho does seem to hit things from what you've seen.
Yeah.
And Bailey's up right now, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give him haste.
Yep. Big guy's turn. Roarg! Angry kitty. He's going to spend his first action to hit Mikey, because he has disadvantage to hit people who aren't Mikey, and he's going to reckless attack.
What a bitch.
That is a 24 to hit.
Oh, just.
For 25 damage.
Yeah.
Oh, not 25. 26 damage.
Yeah.
Because of Rave Enfeeblement.
He was supposed to make a con save last turn.
Yes.
He passes.
Yeah.
26 damage.
Yep, let me just do math in my head real quick. There we go.
Yep. So you're still up.
Yeah, I haven't been hit yet.
He's then going to punch you
Yeah.
for a natural 20.
Yeah.
For another 23 damage.
Yeah.
Are you still up?
Yes.
Hasted action. He's going to hit you with the maul again. For a natural 1 into a 17, which is a 24 to hit.
24, yep.
For another 22 damage.
11 damage because I'm a warden.
Yeah? He's still up?
Yeah.
Cool, that's the end of his turn.
Fuck, that was a lot.
Fucking come at me, bitch.
Says the person who just dealt out, 50 damage or something?
60.
Grog.
Would have been 72, but I got to half.
And at the end of his turn,
Okay.
The fuck?
Huh?
Rakusho is going to sit there and go, what did I sign up for? And having watched Henry go like a Saturday morning cartoon to that hammer, is going to walk over and hit Henry with a Cure Wounds.
Thank fuck for that.
For 13.
13, cool.
Which makes it Ambassador's turn.
Ambassador's just gonna stand there and go, no. Never mind.
Miss. Ancient.
Moving on.
Well, I'm pretty sure I still have advantage from where I'm standing.
You do. In what's left of the house.
Yeah, I think I need it.
He also reckless, so it would have been
Yeah.
advantage anyway.
So, Raymond, how would you like to kill him?
Hey.
Did he have like one health?
We'll get to that.
Is he like crouching down at
No,
all?
he's standing up. He's literally
He's standing upright.
he's literally wheeling back for another large maul hit.
So he's kind of bending back slightly with his maul behind him.
Yep.
Does Arabia have an edge at all?
Yes.
Alright. I want to slice the back of his heel at the Achilles tendon.
Yep. As you do, he drops to one knee. The maul comes down. There's a creaking as he groans. The runes covering him glow as he detonates.
Oh! Okay, that's not entirely what I was planning, but I'll take that. And
Oh no, you cut the Achilles tendon. I need everyone to make a dex save.
No, I was going to cut the tendon, and when he comes down, get up and drive my blade into his skull. But I'll end it there, because being on top of an explosion is not a good idea.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Like, everyone needs to make a dex save as he detonates. Basically, as he dies and the maul hits the ground, as he's falling backwards, the runes start like a doof, 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 doof. And he just
Ignore the second one.
And he just starts swelling and then explodes in a sea of emerald green flame.
My first one is my character. The second one is the dinosaur.
Wouldn't Bailey have advantage because of haste?
And danger sense.
And yes. Oh no!
Wait, I have advantage from danger sense and haste?
Haste gives you advantage on dex saves, and danger sense gives you advantage on dex saves you can see.
Don't we just reroll that with advantage?
Yeah, just reroll it once. Don't worry about Don't worry about advantage. We'll just take whichever the higher of the two rolls is. You rolled a 19, which coincidentally is enough to succeed. Maria, no. Corin, no. Rakusho, no. First mate, which is dex save of 8. Raymond's first dex save. No. Mikey, yes. So, a dinosaur with negative... Is that Mikey or dinosaurs first?
The 16 is Henry.
Henry, fail. Dinosaur, succeed.
Yeah.
So the only ones to make it are the dinosaur and the barbarian.
Yep. Everyone else failed.
Oh.
Question, James.
Uh-huh.
Even when succeeding, is damage still taken?
Yes.
Cool. Everyone stop. I'm going to start rolling death saves in a minute.
Yeah,
I just
As long as they don't die.
because it is still half damage. And Raymond's not high enough to have evasion yet.
No, not quite. That's 2 levels away.
Yes.
Let's go ping as I'm launched unconsciously.
Yeah, give me a second to check exactly how much damage this does, because this is a specific mechanic related to him chugging so many potions.
Okay.
We have gone a little bit off book on his stat block.
You think?
Have to make the fight entertaining. You removed a chunk of the challenge to begin with. You were supposed to have a third combatant in this fight.
Turtle.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So I added potions at the last minute.
We definitely should have got the turtle to eat a cat.
Can I use a spell to decrease the damage for me, at least?
Not
What?
unless you can use it as a reaction.
Yeah, it's a reaction spell.
Accelerate, decelerate reaction. Spell speeds up, slows time, attack, instant before it lessens multiplying its force. Sure, I'll allow that.
It might not do anything, but it'd be funny if
So
I...
it'll reduce the damage by a d6 plus spellcasting modifier.
Yep, I'll just roll it now.
Plus, what's your int score?
That would be... Wait, it's my whole modifier, so... It wouldn't be my spell attack
It would
bonus,
be
my
your int modifier, so it's 5 because you've got 20
5.
in it. So you take 7 off. So,
Sure, that will save me.
everyone takes 31 fire damage.
Yeah, 16 damage.
16 damage to the T-Rex. 16 damage to the Barbarian. Everyone else takes 31.
That's still
that-
way more than the 3 hit points I've been
Sandy.
sitting on.
What's that minus that? That is that number. The ambassador's on 8 hit points after being hit with 1 attack.
There is a fatality to this.
A fatality.
Oh,
Lightning Doggo only had 10 hit points.
Yep.
Did it pass its save? No.
No, even if it did. Oh no, if it did, it would.
If it did, it wouldn't have died.
But yeah, it did not make its save on a 12. And at least Rakusho does not have the ability to save it, and Dana has used both of her reroll abilities already.
Yep.
So Lightning Doggo is just immediately immolated by the fireball.
I was going to say, if it was lightning damage, it would be another thing.
But yes, as he detonates and a fireball spell goes off.
So who's down?
I'm still red.
Doggo.
I think
How
it's
far does this launch a flying creature when they're unconscious?
Technically, it doesn't, but
I don't think Fireball has kinetic energy.
I'm
It's
gonna
just
say you go /R. By /art. You go 55 feet flying through the air as you are hit by a body part.
Jesus Christ.
That's metal.
Because he's in the air and it detonates, I'm just going to say he gets whacked with an arm and just say it like a hunk of
Oh,
gore.
I land in a bush. All the way over here.
So that's 1 failed death save for being hit with an arm, another failed death save for hitting the ground.
Technically, no from the arm, because that's also part of the attack that knocked him out. But one failed death save from hitting the ground, yes. So 1 automatic fail.
I have to sprint to get to him. Is that a bonus?
Popper!
Yeah, so I have a 60-foot movement to get there, and then he has to make a death saving throw.
Does anyone have the ability to stop the death?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Rakusho only has access to 2nd level spells.
Does he have access to the 1st level one that increases time?
No, that's a cantrip.
He does have access.
Well, not spare the dime, the level 1
He does not have access to Gentle Riposte. Bailey, I need a death save from you.
I did to GM.
I need another one because Henry spent his full turn getting to you.
Oh.
Dun 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 dun.
Then you're using your Lay on Hands ability, I'm assuming?
Yeah, you get 5 hit points.
Bailey's back up. Basically, I will say for the sake of it, that second death save had to be a nat 1 for Bailey to die.
Yeah.
He had a fail, but given Bailey's track record, it would not have been surprised for a nat 1.
You got a body part to take to the priest now.
How much health did the ambassador have, by the way?
The ambassador's got 8 left.
After taking the 15 or 16.
Yeah.
Cool. I just wasn't sure how many he had total. But just
Total 22.
Yeah. Lightning Doggo only had 10.
But the ambassador is level 2.
Yes. That's why Lightning Doggo has so much less, because Lightning Doggo is technically not even a stat block yet.
Is also a newborn, yes.
Yes. He's like a week old at this point.
Yeah.
Originally, the plan was not to have it die by explosion.
Yeah, you chose like the wrong fight to bring it into, to be fair. Out of like the last 3 fights you've had, like this was the worst fight to bring it into.
Oh no, taking it to the Chimera fight would have been worse.
But yeah, the whole house is also on fire at this point and completely destroyed. Because after the explosion, the house starts raining in. I do need a dex save from Raymond.
Okay.
House is coming down around you.
Yeah, GTFO.
Ow.
Beep, 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 beep. You take 10 bludgeoning damage on the way out from like shingles and shit hitting you.
Okay, how far do I get out when I'm falling down?
Roll.
I start sprinting and I collapse.
Roll me a d20, and we'll say that many feet from where you were.
Slash.
I'm excited for the one.
Roughly where you are. As the house starts coming down.
I just like faceplant.
You're running, and like a brick from roughly the second story just hits you and just drives you into the floor.
Wasn't this
Okay,
a one-story building?
Yeah, but like basically where the second floor,
roof
i.e.
shingles and
attic would be, like one of the very, very top bricks.
What I'm hearing is he's inside a burning building,
Yes.
unconscious, and do we have anyone with healing ability?
Yes, during this, Rakusho is going to go over and try and grab him because you ran to deal with Bailey.
Oh, I did.
But
No,
Peter,
I ran to the dog.
Peter has run to the dog, so Rakusho goes, guess it's on me. Runs over and he's going to attempt to pull Raymond out. With a 12, that's enough for him to drag you out because you're only under a couple of bricks, and then he'll drop a Cure Wounds into you.
Sweet, I'm standing.
I do need a death save from you, though.
Oh.
Because technically it's the action to pull you out, so you fail one. Okay, so for reference to GM next time, I was about to say you would have automatically failed one from being on fire, but then you were healed and picked back up, so you would have had 2 failed death saves from this.
So if I'd rolled a freaking 1, I would have died.
If you rolled a 1, you'd have died because you got hit by a brick and set on fire, so you took a failed death save.
Okay.
With that, that ends off the encounter. Everyone's out, everyone's safe, everyone that can be healed is now healed. And with that being 11:30, I'm going to call it there before we head back into town. Before we head back into town or anything and get caught up in that, for the sake of it getting overwhelmed. I will say, level to 6.
Yay!
And with that, I'm going to stop.